Hello everybody, today I'm going to be showing you how to get the timer function on your Skelly Dog to just run on power only, so your lights will light up in your eyes when your timer to your house kicks on. Couldn't find any videos online to do it, so we're just bypassing the power button. So anyway, go ahead and remove your 4 screws from the body. It will remove pretty straightforward. Make sure you're unplugged from the power and from the body. And what we'll do is we'll go ahead and head inside and disassemble it. So inside, we're going to go ahead and remove the screws on the back side. All we're doing is we're going to be bypassing the power. And this box sits in the front, or it faces towards the front. So the board that we're going to be messing with is going to be on the right side if you're looking at it from the back. So you go ahead and take a Phillips screwdriver and remove the screws. Once you pull the cover off, and we're looking at it, the right side, the left side is your eyes. The right side right here is going to be the power button. So go ahead and take note that the green and the solid white line wire are going to be spliced together. These two together, and the red and the solid black with the white lettering will go together. So green, white, and red and black will get spliced together. So just kind of remember that, and go ahead and just take note that the left side is just where all the wires are. That's going to be where your eyes, to change the color of your eyes and everything, is just these wires on this right side is your power. So green to white and red to black. Use a soldering iron if you need to and remove them and solder them together, or use some wire cutters to cut them away and strip them and twist tie them together to test them out just to make sure they work. Just make sure that you get it correct. I got this clamp right here at the bottom of the battery box as a ground, and went ahead and spliced them together. And if you want, go ahead and test it first before you splice them together, just to be safe. But I went ahead and tested it, and I'm getting 6 volts. So as soon as you plug it in and test it, one of these pins is going to light up 6 volts. So that is a successful bypass of the power. So now what we're going to do is, as soon as we make sure that the location of the wires are remembered, let's go ahead and get a hot glue gun out, heat shrink, and we're going to solder these wires together. That way it looks a little bit cleaner in here. It's going to be going outside, and it will help us out in the future. So let's go ahead and do this now. Alright, so once it is finished, I went ahead and put the green and the solid white line wire on the bottom, since it went on the bottom of the board, and the used some heat shrink and some hot glue, and of course some solder. And then the red with the white lettering solid black wire, I put on the top just to kind of reference where they need to go. I can always look back at this video if I need to, but it's going to be straightforward. It's nothing to it. Since it works now, this thing's going to be outside in the elements, so I went ahead and added some hot glue on the ends, and let's go ahead and start putting it back together. Next, go ahead and grab your Phillips screwdriver, put your screws back in, and these are pretty cheap screws. My screwdriver did fit pretty well, but on one of these screws I did mess it up. So they are cheap. And what we're going to also do here, since the cover has a gasket around it, there's no gasket here, so it's just straight open. So we're going to add a little bit of hot glue just to fill that in there. And you can add a little bit more hot glue on the wire just to kind of make it a little bit cleaner, so it doesn't hang down. And go ahead and plug it in, test it if you want, but we can go ahead and head outside. Outside, we can go ahead and grab your 4 flat screws and install them back onto the control board here. Careful not to strip them. They are cheap. And you'll grab an Allen key in your tail and put it back on. Make sure all that's connected. Check your, go ahead and plug your power back in. Plug it back into the body, and it will finally work with your timer that's set to your house. So hope this helped everybody. I know there wasn't much videos on it. If you have any questions, just let me know.